aloo tomato ki sabzi, right? And we are starting with the ingredients first. For aloo tomato, basically you need boiled potatoes, 2 tomatoes, and for the dry ingredients you need dhania powder, haldi powder, rye, zira, red chili powder, salt, hing, dry red chilies, green chilies, and for garnishing you need ginger strings. And if anybody like it more tart, you can add more amchur in it. Okay, the first step is to put 1 full spoon of ghee. The basic ingredient is ghee, then only the taste will come. So we'll start with ghee. It's the clarified butter which we Indians use. And I start basically with rye and jeera. So it's, if you clearly see, it's 1 tablespoon, which is 5 ml in US terms. So I'm putting the equal quantity of jeera and rye in the kadai once you see the ghee is all heated up. So I'm just putting both the things together. Then the red dry chili. My gas is on medium high. It's dry. Then I'm putting the hing. Hing, you get it in all Indian stores. So it depends on you what kind of hing you like. The dry green chilies. Curry patta is optional. It's according to everybody's taste. And the tomatoes. I have taken 2 tomatoes, which you can just roughly chop and put it in the sabzi. I'm putting the sauce over there. So it depends on you how you want to put it in. I like it bite size. Anybody can grind it or shred it, whatever way you want to put the tomatoes in. But I think the best way it comes out is through chopping only. So I've taken 2 medium-sized tomatoes. If you like it more tart, you can put more tomato, 1 more tomato into it. And I've taken 2 tomatoes and 6 boiled potatoes. So, and to be very honest, it depends which part of the world you live in. The potatoes have different boiling points. In my kitchen, I just give them 2 whistles with salt and water and keep it in low for 2-3 minutes, and that's about it. Then you come out with the perfect boiled potatoes for the aloo tomato sabzi. So here I have the tomatoes and my dry ingredients going out together. Now the next one is haldi or turmeric, whatever you just call it. I have taken next 1 tablespoon 5 ml of haldi, which is going in. Some people like it more yellow, some people like it less yellow, so it perfectly depends on your taste. Then I have taken half tablespoon of red chili powder. It's for the taste. There's not much chili in this red chili powder, so it depends on you how much chili you like. Just adjust it accordingly, but do remember you have green chilies also in the tadka. So what I generally do, I just keep a cover on my karai for next 3 minutes. It's 11:47, so at 11:50 I'll just let it steam for 3 minutes on medium high. Okay, now it's 11:50 guys, so I'm just trying to check in what's going on with the tadka. So if you see, all the tomatoes are got little mushed up with the masala. Now again I'm going to add dhania powder or coriander, coarser coriander powder. It's homemade and it's 1 tablespoon 15 ml. Okay. Let it get enough. And in the side I have the same measure for the kasuri methi. It's dry fenugreek leaves. So I'm just going to dry roast them first. So as if you can see, all the tomatoes are going like all into a gravy kind of texture. So that is what is required for the sabzi. Now I am going to add the ginger, the string ginger. This is up to you. If you want, you can grind it, but we like it as a string ginger. It gives a bite in the aloo tomato sabzi, which is best in North India. So it's my point of view or my family point of view, but it depends what kind of taste buds you have. So if you can see now, the fenugreek seeds are little crisp in their texture. So the reason behind it that it gives more flavor if you just dry roast them. So I'll just dump it in this mixture again. Now for the potatoes, you have two options. Either you can mush it with I don't know what you say this, with a masher, or the best way to do is by your hands. I generally do it with my hands. So it's going to be sauteed in this fry for 1 minute. Now I'm going to put 4 measures of 4 cups of water in it. So the key to have a best aloo tomato sabzi is let it get to a boil and let it put on simmer for at least 20 minutes. Then only the perfect aloo tomato sabzi will come on. Okay, for salt, I'm putting 1 tablespoon of salt, but it all depends what kind of salt levels you guys eat. Now I'll just let it boil one time and let it keep it on simmer for 20 minutes. And if you see some bigger chunks, you can always mush it with your spatula or whatever you are using at that time. So I think it's coming out really nice. Let it come for a boil. We have to wait for a boil. You have to be a little patient. Okay guys, now if you see, there are some bubbles coming up on the side of the pan, and it took us 3 minutes for the first boil to come in. Now I'll just give it a stir. Put the spatula on the side and put it on a lower flame of medium low, and cover it and put it on simmer for next, at least it's 12:01. I'll keep it by 12:14. I'll open up the pan. Now it's 12:14, so we are just going to uncover the aloo tomato sabzi, and you can see there's a lot of things floating on the top, so we'll just give a stir. This is completely optional, but we are eating the same way from long time. I just add 1 tablespoon of amchur powder. It's a mango powder in the end, just to give it a little tinge or a taste buster in the end. And believe me, it is the best aloo tomato sabzi in the world. I'm telling you. This is the whole experience of my 10 years of making aloo tomato sabzi. And half of the dhania or coriander leaves, I'm just going to add it in the sabzi while it is still on the stove. And half I'll just keep it for the garnishing. So now it's 12:16, if you can see. So approximately in 30 minutes you will have a good aloo tomato sabzi, and if you have more time you can still keep it on a simmer and let it go and bubble it. But right now we are just about to have our lunch, so I think I'm going to take it off from the stove now. And I'm going to serve it in the pan, and it is good for, because my family have me, my husband and 2 kids. It is good for 4 people and some leftover for the next meal. A small bowl maybe, because my husband hogs on aloo tomato sabzi like anything. So that is what I'm going to do now. So the last thing on the top is the coriander leaves, and it's good to go. I hope you will enjoy it and try it, and you will subscribe it. We prefer it with a pulao, puri or a paratha, and I'll post the next video for puri, paratha and the pulao, which goes well with the sabzi and bundi ka raita. So get tuned. Thanks. Bye. Okay, this is how the brunch will look like if you go with aloo tomato sabzi, bundi raita, the salad, chutney, methi paratha, and the pulao I was talking about. My video will follow up all these recipes. I really appreciate if somebody will subscribe and like my videos and give me a motivation to put more and more videos going forward. Thanks and bye.